Hurricane season less than 3 weeks away now, and this year the National Hurricane Center is making some changes to better help you prepare.
And Chief Meteorologist Alan Strum, he spoke with the director of the National Hurricane Center. And, Alan, we always need to be prepared.
Oh, definitely. We know that around here with us being in an area that gets hit by hurricanes. And Dr. Michael Brennan, he is the new director of the National Hurricane Center. And there's a big change to one of the products that we use that you see, and he's here to tell us more about it.
The short answer is we're going to have storms. We're going to have hurricanes in the Atlantic Basin. We don't know exactly how many yet. We don't know exactly where they're going to be. But the main message for your viewers and for everybody along, the Gulf Coast of Florida, the Florida Panhandle, is that, the risk is there to be impacted by a significant hurricane every hurricane season, regardless of what the seasonal forecast says.
Okay, I know there's some changes too with the forecast and things like that. I know you've worked extensively with that over the years. What are some of those changes? What can we expect to see that's different this year?
Well, one thing that's going to be different is our tropical weather outlook, which talks about systems that could go on and become tropical depressions or tropical storms. We're going to extend those forecasts out from 5 days to 7 days into the future this season. So it'll give people a little more of a heads up of, hey, here's a system the Hurricane Center is watching that could go on and become a tropical depression or tropical storm. That can be really useful along the Gulf Coast. We have a lot of systems that can form in the Gulf relatively close to land and can form and develop and make landfall within 2 or 3 days. So if we can give you some additional lead time to say, hey, here's a system we're watching, that can give you a little more awareness that, hey, this is a system we need to pay attention to.
So that's right, you heard that. So we are going from 5 days to 7 days, maybe a little more time for a little more anxiety, maybe a little more lead time, more time to prepare. And of course, I pressed him on a few things. We talked about Hurricane Sally. You remember that was a constant changing track.
Right.
We didn't have good, strong steering currents with that one. And we have more of his interview as well. That's going to be coming up on our show. That's going to air on June 3rd. That's a Saturday at 7 o'clock. That is our hurricane preparedness show. We'll be having that for you. But yeah, interesting to see that. Pretty big change, I'd say.
And we just did the story, a week ago. They've got the new satellites, 4 of them up there circling the globe to better look at these storms and give you more information.
Yeah, and as we go through time, we get better and better data, the technology improves, and we have a better idea, hopefully in most cases a better idea of how strong these will become and where they are going to head. And of course, it's always more difficult to forecast intensity than it is direction and where the systems are headed. But again, a reminder, yeah, we have Storm Watch 2023. That is going to be Saturday, June 3rd.
Thanks, Alan.
All right.